Hey guys, it's Tina Lorraine, your certified abundant love coach. Well, life coach, love coach, mindset coach, wellness coach, whatever coach you need me to be. um, I'm just coming on briefly. Y'all gonna have to forgive me for looking a little bummy and gym bunnied out because I'm still in my little gym clothes. I had a step class this morning and then I went to Whole Foods and Mariano's. I was with my mom. We were kind of doing our grocery shopping together. And I'm sitting here on my porch, and I just wanted to come on because I was just thinking about what a blessing it is to be single. And I know that, a lot of times single is not looked at as something to be valued, but it really is when you really think about it. I have navigated my life, all of my life, as a single person, other than a few a short stint of marriage. I've raised my kids as a single parent. I've been an employee as a single parent. I've created a stream of income as a single parent. I homeschooled other people's kids as a single parent. I've navigated social circles as a single person. Most of my life has been spent being a single woman. And I was thinking about that, how we have these negative stigmas on being single. And so I always say, because I have a new course coming, Successfully Single. But I always say that single is not a stigma, and that's why. Because you're able to navigate your life by yourself, and there's nothing wrong with marriage or long-term commitment. That's why I say I'm successfully single, but still open for love. I'm still open for the total package of abundant life that God has for me. But what I'm not going to do is be miserable and be expecting and looking for and hard pressed for a purpose partner. That's not going to happen because I'm okay with being single. I'm okay with being somebody's wife. I am somebody's wife, and I affirm that every day. I affirm that I am a great wife, a great girlfriend. I add value to my purpose partner, but I'm also very grateful that I am single. I'm sitting here looking at the trees. The trees make me I'm in Chicago and it's a windy day, but it's very nice outside. And I was just looking at the trees. And, I know I sound very hippie-ish, but as I had my journal out and I had my Vogue magazine here. I like read Vogue. And then I have my mug, my Successfully Single mug. And I just wanted to show you guys that Successfully Single mug. Isn't it beautiful? Pink and white for the women. If you're a guy, you would get you another color. And I had my journal, and as the trees were blowing, God was just talking to me through, sorry, bugs. That's the only thing about being outside is insects, right? God was kind of just talking to me through the trees blowing. And I know that sounds weird, but a lot of times I like to be outside because in the wind or in the elements, I just really, God talks to me through that. Through meditation also. This is a form of meditation. Talks to me all the time. Spirit talks to me all the time. And I was just being grateful. I was just sitting here being grateful for being single. And I just thought, how many people are grateful for being single? We should be grateful for being single. It is good that you know how to navigate your life by yourself. Think of all the people who have been married from a very young age and who have never divorced. Not that I'm promoting divorce. It's a wonderful thing if you've been married from a young age. My parents were married at a young age, and they've been married, and they're in their 70s now. They've been married since they were 19. So it's a wonderful thing. But the opposite side of that is when you start off, in long-term relationships, And in marriages, when you're very young, it is hard for people to operate by themselves as a single person. And they can't navigate because they depend on the other person for something or things that they just have never had to navigate by themselves in their lives. And you may say, oh, well, that's a good thing because where the other person is weak, you can be strong. And that's true. Just like for us single people, whoever we end up with, we're going to be strong or we're going to complement one another. Wherever that person is weak, we're going to be strong. And wherever that we are weak, they'll be strong for us. And so that is a blessing. But we're very happy that that we can navigate life on our own. I'm outside, guys. People and their music. So I'm sorry about that. And then I think the sun is switching. So let me switch over here a little bit. I'm sorry. I might have to. But yes, so we can navigate through life by ourselves, and it makes us strong people. Because at the end of the day, you have to be comfortable. You have to know how to be comfortable in your own skin. You have to learn how to be comfortable by yourself. You should be able to navigate your life by yourself. Even though you have a long-term partner, or even though you might be married. And sometimes, there's nothing wrong, again, with marriages or being in love or any of that. I'm all for it. I'm on it. I'm dating. I'm always open for love. But what I want you to understand, and as a single person, celebrate it. Celebrate being single. It doesn't mean that you're going to be single for the rest of your life. It doesn't mean that you're signing up for a life of singleness if you just celebrate being single. It's a wonderful thing. It's a blessing from God. And I know sometimes that it might get lonely. I know, because I struggle with that sometimes. I struggle with loneliness. But it doesn't, I don't know. It just doesn't, because I'm a creative person and because God is inside of me, I might have to sit through some lonely times where, you kind of feel like you're lonely or you're feeling like you're alone. But there's always things that fill the void. And it's always stemming from love. I don't have to worry about being, that it's, let me put this a little bit closer because the sun is kind of shifting. I don't have to get so caught up in it. There's nothing wrong with being single. I just wanted to come on and tell you that. Celebrate it. Because guess what? We're not going to be single for the rest of our lives. So you might as well be gracious and grateful in this time of singleness. You might as well celebrate it because it's not going to be your life. It's not going to be your story forever, but you might as well enjoy it while you have it because there's many great things about being single. And we're going to talk about that in my new course. I don't know if it's going to be a course workshop, what it's going to be yet, y'all, because I'm creating. I got my MacBook out here as I'm sitting. But I want you to celebrate yourself as a single person, and I want you to embrace it. I don't just want you saying, I'm good with being single. That's okay. I'm not talking about being single and bitter. I'm not talking about being single and cautious or single and angry or single and not healed from your past, because often, you hear people say, I'm good, and there's this whole spirit behind those words. If I'm saying that I'm single and I like being single, you don't hear any bitterness in my words. You don't hear me being frustrated. You don't hear anger. You don't hear hurt. I hope you don't anyway, because I'm not. I am single and I'm forgiving of the people that have hurt me in my past relationships. I don't harbor any ill will towards any past love interest or romantic interest or things that didn't work out. That's what I'm saying. When you're so free and when you're in love with you, in love with God, in love with love, all that other stuff about I'm good and I don't need nobody and I don't need a man and I don't need a woman, all that stuff is the stuff that stems from hurt. It stems from unhealed places. And that's what a lot of times that you get bitter from being single, because you put your heart on the line and somebody trampled on it. And we all have been through that. But the healing part of that is you always have to just look in the mirror and say, okay, how can I improve? It's not letting that person off that hurt you, but at the same time, that person wouldn't have been in your life unless you allowed that person to be in your life. So what is it about you that you can heal? What is it about you that you need wholeness, that you need healing, that you need direction, that you need coaching? That's what you have to think about. And once you get to that point, like, then you become love. You start becoming love. And then you understand the human condition. And then you understand why people do what they do, that they're hurt, that they're acting out from a place of hurt. And then you learn how to protect yourself. You still love people. You still protect yourself, but you don't do it from a place of bitterness, of anger, of pain. You don't do it from those places when you're truly love, when you're truly becoming love. And that is the difference. A lot of us say that we're okay with being single, and we're not, because we really want somebody. But, we front like, I got this, I ain't hurting, I got me, and all this stuff. And, all you hear is just somebody who wants to be loved, but is too scared or have been hurt in the past, or doesn't know how to go about being loved. And you never can find anybody to love you truly. You can find temporary pleasures or temporary relationships, or people who are just interested in you as a commodity. But that's not what you're looking for. You want somebody who's going to truly love you for you, flaws and everything. And you just can't find that when you're in a place of I'm sorry about that. I'm outside, the wind is blowing. So it might go in and out a little bit. But yeah, so I just wanted to come on. I hadn't really planned on being on this long, because I was just thinking we should celebrate being single from a place of love, just of grateful. Are you kidding me? We are breathing air. And the fact is, you won't be single the rest of your life. And even if you are, so what? It's not a stigma. It really isn't. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. It really is. And when you have become love, when you start doing your work, when you heal, when you stop speaking from places of bitterness and anger and hurt and pain, and you really just admit it, and you just get real. And you might think, how do I do that? How do I get real? How do I get real? You can sign up. You can hit the link in the bio, sign up and get coaching with me. I can help you. I am good at this. I told you I'm very successful at being single. I could get you to that place where you become love. And then you can celebrate, and you'll be so grateful for this single season in your life. And you'll be believing, you'll always be open for love. Don't get it twisted. I'm successfully single, but I'm always open for love, because I know God is love, and I know God is abundant. God has abundant love for all of us, love for ourselves, love for our children, for our social networks, for our family, aside, and for that special someone. But you can't believe that when you're cloaked in cynicism and, world weariness. You have to change the programming that you've received, because the thing that you have to understand is, when you have been single, and this is something that I've had to work through, there are certain mindsets that you develop, that you become so dependent on yourself that you don't know how to. There was times in my life where I just didn't know how to share myself. I didn't know how to ask for help. I didn't know how to really interact socially, because I was just always so in my head. I was so used to being by myself. So I had to learn how to navigate the being social part, because and really enjoy people. Because a lot of times when you're single, when you're by yourself, you get so used to yourself, you get so used to being by yourself, that when it comes to social situations, you're just like, you still act like you're alone in your own you're in your own head. It's like you and nobody else. And you just can't be that way when we're in social settings, because I'm a spirit-led coach, and there's people you need to talk to. There's people that we need to heal. There's people that need me. So I've always been aware of that. Like, somebody's, I let God use me. But, that's something I've had to navigate from having a single mindset. There's just certain things that go along with being single that are negative things that I've had to navigate myself through and change my mindset and heal from. And so I'm on the other side of it. And so this is why I can coach you in it. I'm certified, life experience. I could coach you to the other side. So I just want you to be happy and be okay with being single, because it's truly not a stigma. And so that's all. I wanted to come on and just kind of share that. We're not on our 30-day live challenge anymore, but we're doing another challenge, but I'll only be on 3 days. The challenge is 3 days a week, and we're doing a sales challenge. But yes, I just wanted to come on and say that from the heart, that single is not a stigma. It really isn't. Do I look like I'm unhappy? I date whenever I want to. I still open to love. There's some fine, gorgeous men out there. But I'm also okay with Tina. So I just want you to be okay with yourself, okay? Have a happy Saturday, a stupendous, that's my adjective. I try to match an adjective with the day. If I'm on stupendous, let me see. Can I think of another one? Well, stupendous is good enough. Saturday, and I will catch you, if not tomorrow, then I will catch you definitely on Monday. All right? I love you. Bye-bye.